Hey folks, Dude here. Well, VAPERKAVE gave me some stuff to check out. What did they give me first off? Well, first off, they gave me a couple of new batteries. And these would be the e-cig Twist. So it's got a variable power. It actually does go from 3.2 volts all the way up to 4.8 volts, which is really cool. Gave me some new drip tanks. Gave me a spare battery. And you know what? They also gave me some juice to try out. But let's see what varieties they gave me. First off, they gave me a Blackberry Shine. That one sounds intriguing, so I'm going to give that sucker a whirl sometime. We're doing a tasting video right now, so, well, we'll go up with that one. Second one they gave me is something called Surf's Up, so I'm going to give that one a whirl sometime. This one, you know what? I think this one might need a little bit of ambiance, so let me crank up the proper tunage. Yeah, now we're kind of in line. We're talking about Weedwhacker. Now, what is this stuff supposed to taste like? Jen describes it to me as tasting somewhat very similar to my youth, my misspent youth in high school. So you know what? I'm thinking that sounds kind of intriguing. First and foremost, well, I've already done a finger test, and it does kind of have some nuances of, well, stuff. Stuff. And I'm talking about, well, it does say Weedwhacker. Draw from that what you shall. You know what? I'm going to have to throw some in a tank and see what it does. Ooh, yeah, buddy. So throw some in here. You know what? Half a tank should be sufficient for a taste. Let me break off on this one and head outside and fire this puppy on up. Okay, I'll put it together first. But it is described as tasting, well, let's just say the reggae music on for a very good reason. Reggae music and Weedwhacker. That's the magic sound effect. Head outside now and fire this puppy on up. Okay, so it's a very, very windy day out. So I'm going to give this sucker a roll and see what we have. Well, first I'm going to try it on the lowest setting of 3.2, and we'll go from there. So starting out at 3.2, let's see what this sucker does. Crackly goodness. Is it like my misspent youth? It is interesting, I'll tell you that. I'm going to crank it up to 3.8 and see what we get. So I'll just jump the power up. Fog's pretty good. Pretty tasty, actually. All right, I'm going to run it up one more step here. Let's go to 4.3 and rock and roll. Oh, that's a good setting there. This stuff has a very, very interesting throat hit, man. Does it actually taste like Weedwhacker? From my misspent youth, kind of not really, but it is interesting, okay? If you guys are trying to recreate some misspent youth, Weedwhacker from VAPERKAVE. It is interesting. Now, it actually is Weedwhacker with grape. So it actually does have some other nuances to it, she was telling me. It's got this kind of cool purplish thing going on if you look at it in, like, you know, daylight. That's not faking, man. And that's not even with the holes drilled on this thing. It actually has got a really good hit. For my testing purposes, does it really taste like Weed Whacker? Nuances of it, maybe slight partial bits of it, but you know what? Kind of interesting stuff. I'll give it to you well, I commend it to you, vaperkave.com. Good stuff. See you guys.